Welcome Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. Today we've got the Caldwell 2.2 Rimfire resetting target. So we're going to put this up and we're going to test the fact it says it's built to last. So I've got the CZ with me today, lots of 2.2 ammunition, let's start shooting it. But the chances are I'm going to hang on to this and I'm going to be shooting it for a long time because it's ideal for what I need it for. It looks like they've got little 2-inch spots on it, 2-inch circles, and it resets with a hit at the top. So let's try it on camera and see how we get on. So clip the zip ties off it and then it opens up, and then we'll just move those out of the way because they'll reflect the sun. We've got very bad sun today, sorry everybody, but can't change the way my range faces. If we peel this out of here, we get an assembly. Essentially, it's like a giant version of ones you've probably seen me using in the past. So if we can see that there, what you'll do is, yes, I've got that the wrong way around. In fact, I put that way around. So you shoot these and they'll flick over the top like that, and then when you flick them all over the top, you shoot the top one and they all fall back down. So you can do a little bit of a test your limits kind of thing like that. Make sure you're shooting them all and maybe shoot them as fast as you possibly can. Let's have a go. Obviously bullets will mark it, although they won't go through it, but you do get orange spots that you can stick on afterwards if you want to make them sort of refresh them a little bit. Generally speaking, I tend to spray paint all my targets because you can change the colours anytime you want, and it also gives you that fresh finish so you can see your exact bullet strike on them. Having a look at some of the instructions, it says congratulations on buying it, provide you with hours of fun, challenging shooting, and then it gives you warnings. Should be placed at a minimum of 25 yards or 75 feet from the shooter. Always use certified protected eye and ear protection, utilise an effective backstop to avoid a possibility of ricocheting bullets. Never use water as a backstop, yes, because that's a ricochet problem quite in its own right. Do not allow spectators near the shooting area without certified eye and ear protection. Never use BBs, non-lead pellets or fully metal jacketed bullets on metal targets because they can ricochet and cause injury or death. Remember, firearm safety is your responsibility. Right, I brought it up the field, it's about 125 metres, give it a little test. If I hit those, they will fall over the top, and then when I've hit the top one, they will all fall back down. If I wanted to, I could sort of stab it further into the ground a little bit if I needed to in the grass, but I don't need to, so let's have a go and we'll go and shoot it. It's certainly a bit of a challenge. Well, we've been out with it and we've been shooting it. I've shot probably 150 rounds of 2.2 Rimfire at it. I've used it ranges between 50 metres and 125 metres. What I will say is that 125 metres, these 2.5-inch gongs, which are about 63 millimetres, are quite a testing target with all the wind conditions, etc. involved. And you'll see sometimes, especially at the closer ranges, it'll swing through and it'll bounce back off its stand, and you know, you can't get another shot at it. So it's actually quite testing and challenging to see if you can get that perfect 1, 2, 3, 4 shots and then the 5th reset shot every time. In fairness, I never actually managed it a single time because either I was losing a target because it was swinging, or I missed a wind condition or something like that. But I did have an awful lot of plinking fun and an awful lot of range time with it. So it's got a fair test gone into it in terms of how much ammunition you might use. Now, Obviously it comes black, it's got the spots with it. These are 2-inch orange spots, so you can take these, peel them off and stick them on, and of course you've got the back side as well, so if you spray it with paint or something like that, you know, you've got a long day of use on it. But once you put these orange spots on, you know, you've got a totally different target to look at then, and it may be, well, what you'd prefer to do. But I tend to use spray paint long term because I can just give them a quick glance over with the spray and it's ready to go again. I would suggest it's definitely worth shooting it at the longest distance possible, because it is the most testing, and it's obviously very noisy to have on camera because it's all hardened steel. Now if you look at the impacts on this, you can see there is obviously, you know, paint damage to it. That's just a fact, that's just to be expected. That is what happens with anything like this. What you may notice a tiny bit, if you look at this side compared to that side's been shot a lot more, and it does have a very slight dish to the target. There's no penetration, there's no specific surface damage, but that's actually something you do see, especially on large, you know, the big AR500 steel targets. I've got one that's a big Argali, and you know, that over the years gets turned around backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, because over the time it does tend to just bow ever so slightly and dish. These are no different, but just on a much smaller scale, and it's certainly not a problem at all because you can shoot it from both sides. So it is, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to last a long time. It works all right, everything swings freely. As I say, at close range you do sometimes hit the target so hard that it kind of vibrates itself free, but of course that reset target swings them all down and you're there ready to shoot again. So I'm very happy with this, and I think it's good value for money. It does say, you know, to be cautious of ricochet damage, things like that, so follow the instructions and enjoy using it. So there you go, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, keep track of the regular uploads. Thanks for now.